Welcome into Mustang Saturday. I'm Chris Roush. Thank you for joining me again this week. Hope you're staying cool while also enjoying some Mustangs baseball. What a week for this club. Long road trips. Finally coming home for 3 games this weekend. But we start tonight with the veterans on this team. The guys wearing the Mustangs jerseys the longest, more than anyone else. As the season rolls on, the Mustangs finding their rhythm at the plate and also on the mound.
They're a pretty laid-back group. They really are. I mean, it's even if we're having a rough game, no one comes back the next day playing tighter or feeling more downtrodden. They just kind of come back like, all right, it's a new slate. Let's see what we got today.
The 2021 Mustangs team made up of mostly first-year players, but there's a few guys in their 3rd year with the team.
I knew a whole lot about baseball, but I didn't know like the tiny things that came within like pitching on like arm slots or how to utilize my lower half to the full potential. And with that, like I've became like a lot better pitcher, and I've been able to help this program.
Ever since that first summer, I'm a lot more confident in myself because I got an opportunity to play. And Johnny just kept going back to me, and that was probably when I found the pitcher. I found out who the pitcher I was.
Playing summer ball for the Mustangs brings a lot of expectations because it's about winning and getting ready for the college season. So the veterans know what the young guys can be feeling.
But they've got that extra mental weight on them trying to make sure that they don't waste the summer not getting better. So we see a lot of them, they're driven. They want to do really well, and that's tough on you mentally, thinking how if you don't perform here, what if all your work you've done doesn't pay off? So it's kind of tough to remind them sometimes if it's a bad day, it's not the end of the world.
Still plenty of season left, and it's a simple formula. Enjoy playing baseball.
It's very exciting, but also those nerves hit you at the same time. So getting them comfortable fast playing in this environment, I think, is the biggest thing going forward.
Lots of chances to see the Mustangs next week at Phil Welch Stadium. 5 home games starting Wednesday with Clarinda in a makeup game, then the A's again on Thursday. Mustangs host Nevada Friday night. On Saturday and Sunday, it's the Joplin Outlaws visiting Phil Welch Stadium. For most of these guys on this team, they're using this summer to put themselves in a better role for their college seasons and trying to make the jump from JUCO or community college to a 4-year. One of those guys making the jump, a former Lafayette standout and current Mustang. Cole Sabowski making a decision on the remainder of his college career and will head north to Maryville, joining the Bearcat baseball team. Sabowski started his college career at KCK Community College and says playing in Maryville gives him an opportunity to play still in front of his family.
Oh, it's always a big thing to stay close to home for me. I'm a big family guy. I love my family and friends, so to stay close to home and play in front of my mom, my dad, and my close relatives and everything like that, that was a big part for me. So
Flabowski played in 47 games this spring at KCK, hitting .404 with 10 doubles and 49 runs scored. This summer, in 7 games so far for the Mustangs, he's batting .292 with 7 hits and 6 runs scored. It's Saturday, so you know what it means. Mustang Saturday rolls on with the general manager of the St. Joe Mustangs, Kai Turner, once again on for the 3rd consecutive week. Kai, we made it to week 3, you and I on here without any problems, so it's, I guess, keep that streak going, this week.
Chris, I guess you could say I'm just happy to be here.
Well, that's a few words, I guess. So I guess we'll just jump into it if you have nothing else to add as we get started.
No, not at all. Chris, I'll just tell you, we've been off to a phenomenal start. It's been great to just see people here, on the field. It's a long season, but, like you said, week 3. And if you blink, if you haven't attended a Mustangs game yet, it happens so quick. And so we'd love to see some of your smiling faces out there.
What has maybe impressed you the most, just maybe about the fans or just everything in general, just about, I know we talked about before the year about, everybody talking about can't wait for the Mustang season. And it seems like every night, regardless if it's a weekday, weekend, the fans have been out there in full support.
Well, we can't say enough about the fans. I mean, it's great seeing them. The walk-up crowd's been tremendous every night, especially, it's with the weather, the temperature's been. But, people are happy to get out and see baseball. And I'll say the same thing for the guys on the field. At the beginning of this year, we said we're going to see everyone's best shot. And it doesn't matter who we're playing. I mean, they're throwing some really good guys against us, and we're getting the top-notch lineups.
When you bring all these guys together, they don't click right away because they don't know each other for the most part. So it takes a little bit to get that chemistry going. For you guys in the front office, getting the interns, I guess, kind of up to speed pretty fast because they have, what, a couple days of prep work before they get kind of thrown into the fire of at Mustangs expectations, what you're expecting. Just how have they handled, just getting ready for this year with, just everything thrown at them?
Well, that's part of the learning curve on the field is for the players is they get to know each other and play as a team, and the same thing for my staff off the field. So our staff comes from majority college students from all across the country, just like our players. And so as they start to figure stuff out and that's part of the fun off the field is the impact they get to do.
I know you have plenty of promotions next week too. What can fans expect when they come out there for the 5 home games?
This is something that we like to experiment, do some different stuff. This Wednesday, we're having a Lego night, so we like to focus on the family fun, but we're going to give you a grab bag of just some random Legos and see what you can come up with. That's kind of what I guess you could say our promotions is sometimes each year is what can we come up with? And so this year we're putting that on our guests as they come in and give them the chance to mold their own idea there, although in the form of Legos. And so that should be a lot of fun. Rally's birthday party.
We talk about it every year, the July 3rd and 4th weekend, very special weekend for you guys. You always put on a lot of events those weekends to honor military veterans and everything, just going along with that. I guess, can you guys give us a sneak peek of what you guys have coming here next week, 2 weeks from now, I guess, kind of for July 3rd and 4th?
July 3rd and 4th is other than opening day, like there's 3 dates I circle, as well as my wedding anniversary. But
there you go.
So July 3rd and 4th is always so much fun just to see everyone's patriotism. And last year, it was my first year at celebrating July 4th without being at the ballpark. And so we're really excited to get back here and do it again.
Before we get to July 3rd and 4th, still have 5 games next week. Kai Turner, thanks for coming on again this week, and hopefully we'll be back on again next week with each other.
We'll see you soon, Chris.
See you soon. Still ahead on Mustangs Saturday. Mustangs wouldn't be the Mustangs without their fans. We put the spotlight on the individuals who show up every night, night in and night out, to cheer on the Mustangs. And let's take a trip back in time. I chat with former Mustangs pitcher and MINK League title hero Adam Maddox. After the break, you're watching Mustangs Saturday here on KQ2. Welcome back to Mustangs Saturday right here on KQ2. The Mustangs wouldn't exist, obviously, without the players on the field. But also the organization wouldn't be here without the fans, too. So today we recognize one fan who's always been at Phil Welch and supporting his Mustangs.
Let's get something started here, baby. Let's go. TJ shows up early. He's always got a smile on his face, interacting with everybody. He's everybody's best friend. As soon as he comes through those front gates, he's smiling and just bringing everybody up. And so, it's really neat for us to get to know the family's story, part of the Mustangs family story outside the stadium. And TJ's a great guy. It's not you. It's not you. He lives and breathes the Mustangs, and so that's what's really neat for us. It's not so much just about the baseball, but it's about the people who are part of this, and TJ's a big part of that too. Good try, Drake!
Mustangs Saturday rolls on with a blast from the past as I catch up with one of the main guys from the 2011 MINK League champion Mustangs. Adam Maddox, a former St. Joseph Mustangs, playing an integral role in the Mustangs a few years ago. I won't say how long ago. I'll let you tell us that one, Adam. Thanks for coming on with us.
I appreciate it, Chris. Thanks for having me.
So it's been a minute since you've been on the team, but you came back in 2019. I believe it was one of the games for the MINK League title. You came out through the first pitch and everything. Just what's life been like, since the Mustangs for you?
Yeah, and I think you're politely saying I'm old, Chris, so thank you.
I was trying to work around it, I guess.
That's all right. No, it's been good. I obviously still have a lot of fond memories, so coming back kind of brought a lot of that back. But since Mustangs, I graduated from University of Central Missouri. Took my first job out of college working for the Springfield Cardinals, minor league baseball team there in Springfield, Missouri. And ultimately ended up going into finance, became a financial advisor, and now I'm in a leadership role as regional director for Prudential Advisors based out of Kansas City.
You guys in that 2011 team, I think, more or less started that dynasty mentality. I think 6 league titles, 5 since then. Back then, did you guys know what you guys were building there? Because, I mean, that was only the 3rd year of the team, and it's still a young program organization. Things are just getting started. But to win the title there and kind of see where it is now, did you guys know what impact you guys were having?
I don't think so, truly. I think, being in college, a lot of times you live in the moment, so it's tough to take a step back and take a look at the impact that can have for a team or even a community. And I think now it's awesome to look back and see what we accomplished. And I still keep in touch with, a large majority of those guys. And, it's been fun to see how they've developed and where they're at now and after baseball and the families they've started. And, I think it's cool what we created. Sure, if we did, create a dynasty, great. But also just those relationships you form throughout the years is something that lasts forever, which is pretty awesome.
All right, I got to ask you, so many guys downplay this. Did you know the no-hitter was going on the entire time?
Yeah. I was nervous, man. And I didn't notice it at first because if you look back at that box score, I walked like 6 people, which I never walked people, but I walked like 6 or 7, I think. And so I didn't notice it until like the 4th because I had guys on base, but then no one was sitting next to me. Well, actually, I think it was like 5th, but no one was sitting next to me in the dugout. And I was like, this is weird.
Good stuff. Adam Maddox, thanks for coming on and good catching up with you.
You as well, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Still ahead on Mustangs Saturday, we've heard from the general manager, a former Mustang. Now we chat with one of the guys suiting up with the Mustangs. Former Mid-Buchanan Dragon Brady Holden joins me. That's still to come. And Erin Hook played an important role around Phil Welch Stadium until her tragic passing in 2014. But the Mustangs still wanting to keep her memory and legacy alive. We take a look at Erin's impact on others still felt today. Welcome back to Mustangs Saturday. Being kind, helping others, living with a purpose. All rules Erin Hook lived by when she worked for the Mustangs, but also just in life. So after her tragic passing in 2014, the Mustangs helping to keep her memory alive.
That's what's really important, is that we still think about Erin today, and her legacy and impact certainly continues on.
Caring, supportive, happy, loving. All words used to describe Erin Hook's life.
She was such a friendly and active person. She was always the type of person that you could count on.
Which is why so many gravitated toward Erin, even when they'd see her out at Mustangs games.
Everyone was a friend to her.
So when she tragically passed away in a car accident in 2014, at just 20 years old, the Mustangs wanted to do something to help.
I'll never forget the phone call that I had with Dan, and there's just a feeling that we had, and so we wanted to find some way to honor her.
Erin worked in various capacities for the Mustangs for several years, and her brother Ryan played for the team.
Erin was so proud of her brother. She loved being a part of the Mustangs because she loved knowing that Ryan was playing.
Just months after her passing, the Mustangs came up with a plan to help honor Erin, not just because she worked for them, but because of what she meant to so many people.
I remember being on the deck and I just looking over at Ryan, and it looked like he could just breathe a big sigh of relief because it was a big, heavy night.
June 6, 2014, the first alumni game featuring Erin's brother and several other former players. Many who knew Erin were wearing those first purple jerseys, leading to what's now an annual event.
I don't know how we could have gotten through this without our friends and family, and especially St. Joe. I mean, it's been an outpouring of love the entire time.
Since 2014, every season the Mustangs wear purple jerseys because it was Erin's favorite color, and a heart on the sleeve with her initials inside, auctioning them off with the money going toward a scholarship in Erin's honor.
I think it just really resonates with people, and you continue to see her random acts of kindness that happens each spring. It's really neat to see.
The Purple Jersey Night serves a purpose, a reminder every summer of Erin and what she meant to them. Because of her impact on so many, friends of the Hook family stepped in to help create the Purpose Garden at the YMCA campus.
An outstanding way to honor her. It's something that we can come out and be a part of on a daily basis as much as we want to. And I don't know, it's just good for the community, I think. And I think people ought to honor their kids.
Right in front of the garden, a little schoolhouse filled with books, a free little library. Because Erin, before her passing, was preparing to become a teacher.
Obviously, losing her the way we did was tragic. I mean, it was just so tragic to our family and to our community. And I think they all know that we want to try to do something good, and this way they can be a part of that.
Erin believed in living with a purpose. Those closest to her say she always wanted to make someone else's day better, with random acts of kindness. And it's why every year the family holds a week of random acts of kindness. But the acts don't have to be just 1 week. Erin believed in doing it all the time.
She always did kind things for people. You know, it's nothing we invented or anything. That random acts of kindness was something that happened long before her death, but we thought it was a great way to honor her.
Whether it be watching baseball today, wearing those purple jerseys in honor of their daughter, or visiting the Purpose Garden, there's plenty of reminders for the Hook family as to just how special Erin was and how her memory still lives on.
If you heard her laugh, you would recognize it. She just was a happy person.
It's just been an outpouring of community love, and that's something that I hope it's not just because of Erin, but I hope it's just because it's in their heart that they want to do that. That's what's so heartwarming, I guess, is knowing that people really do care about other people.
More to come still on Mustangs Saturday. Former Mid-Buchanan Dragon Brady Holden returning to the Mustangs again this year. He joins me to discuss the early season. Stay tuned. Local baseball fans probably know the name Holden, especially as of late. Brady Holden playing at Missouri Western and also returning to the Mustangs this summer. He joins me now on Mustangs Saturday. Hard to believe we're in the third weekend of the season already. It's kind of flying by. Before you know it, we'll be to the July 4th weekend, and then after that, there's only a few weeks left. Just take me through what this has been like so far for you this season, kind of getting going here.
We kind of got off to a slow start offensively. You know, our pitchers have thrown pretty well all year for the most part, but here of late we've been swinging it well.
For people who may not understand kind of how to get into a rhythm for you guys, because I mean it's not as simple as just you guys all show up and things click automatically. I mean you guys are coming from all over. Just from an offensive standpoint, what does it kind of take to find that rhythm? Not even just for the Mustangs, but in your college season or just any time else. What does it take to get into that rhythm?
I think chemistry is a big thing. I know there's a lot of local guys, so there are a lot of guys that have played together. But for me personally, I've played with a couple of the pitchers before. Max Stevenson, Dawson Smith, and Drake. In 2019. But as far as the hitters go, I haven't played with any of these guys before, so there's a lot of chemistry. We've been getting closer as a team, so I think that's a big thing. Building relationships with each other helps us click a lot better on the field.
Johnny's put you in the leadoff spot quite a bit this season, or at top toward the lineup anyway, at least. Just what does that say to you, kind of about your ability to get on base and just get things going? That Johnny and that coaching staff's put that confidence in you.
It means a lot. Playing for Johnny, I've really enjoyed it. He definitely has a lot of trust in me. I've been able to get on base quite a bit so far this year. Haven't swung quite as well as I liked, but I have been able to get on base and score a lot of runs. So hopefully I continue to do that so I can keep helping him out from the leadoff spot.
Your baseball career, I mean, people who know you, people kind of follow local baseball, they know you and your brother, Brett, down there at Mid-Buchanan during that run that you guys had where there were 6 of you seniors. I think that was was that 16 or 17 season? I don't remember which
17.
one. 17 season where you guys had the 6 of you. Just Take me through your baseball career, just, when you're little, just what really made baseball kind of, that it factor for you?
I mean, I've been playing my whole life. My dad's definitely been the biggest influence on me as far as baseball goes. He's, been pushing me since I was little. But biggest thing has been relationships. All my friends, we've always played together. Like you said, the 16 years, that was the biggest thing with high school ball. That was the most fun I've ever had playing baseball, and that was because I was playing with my best friends.
As you guys kind of move forward here with the rest of the season, just what's the biggest thing that you want to accomplish? I mean, maybe individually, but also I know the team goal is another MINK League title, but just for you individually, what's the biggest thing that you're looking at?
Individually, I want to swing it better than I have this far. Like I said, I've been getting on base, but I haven't been swinging as well as I'd like, so I'd like to swing a little better to help contribute to our offense.
Brady, Holden, St. Joe Mustangs, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Ever wonder what the guys on the field say during the game?
Come on, let's go. We gotta go out here.
Wonder no more. We go on the field with Cole Slabowski next on Mustang Saturday. Welcome back into Mustang Saturday. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's all about the Mustangs and just what the team has meant to St. Joseph for the last decade plus. I'll see you right back here next Saturday. Until then, go Mustangs, and I leave you with this. Cole Slabowski mic'd up Thursday against the Banff Johnson Raiders.
You go with me. You ready? Let's go. Come on, let's go. We gotta go out here. Do this one, Mike. The pitch. What about him?
Got so high in the air. I was
so high. I didn't know. Once it got in the air. No, I was in short.
Are you mic'd up?
Yeah, man. Give me a fastball.
Oh, that's up.